Matt.
Sarah.
Kelsey.
Danette.
Smoking is responsible for 480,000 deaths in America. The CDC did a study, and since 1964, 2.5 million non-smoking Americans have died from the exposure of secondhand smoke. So what is secondhand smoke? Secondhand smoke is when smoke comes from a tobacco product, such as cigarettes, cigars, pipes. So the American Cancer Society states that secondhand smoke can cause many health defects. It can cause many cancers such as throat, lung, tongue, brain, liver cancer, but mainly children are mainly affected from this. They can get lymphoma, leukemia, and brain tumors. Secondhand smoke can also cause major heart attacks and strokes in adults and kids. So smoking is killing all these people. Why isn't it banned from all places? Well, currently, smoking is banned in the state of Oklahoma from stores, workplaces, and restaurants. But they're not banned from bars and clubs. Oklahoma is the only state left in the U.S. that smoking is not banned from bars and clubs. So my new policy that I would implement would be that the ban from smoking in bars and clubs. Not everyone who goes out to a bar and club smokes. In fact, majority of the people who go out to bars and clubs are not smokers. So why do people go out and try to enjoy their night and they can be affected from secondhand smoke? The benefits from a smoke-free bar and club are tremendously. There are many benefits. This would help people who are smoking and not smoking their health, and it'd help the club and bar owners with maintenance costs and cleaning also. And I think with it being a smoke-free bar and club, more customers would come in just because they're not going to have to go to the club and smell like smoke and sit there and smell smoke for the time that they're there, which is a while. More from Michelle Whitley. Each year, tobacco use costs Oklahoma $1.62 billion annually in health costs, and $264 million in medical costs. Even if you are not a smoker, each Oklahoma household has a tax burden of $899 a year. The new thing coming up is e-cigarettes. Mainly people who smoke e-cigarettes are people who are just now starting to smoke or are trying to quit to smoke, but no one fully knows what the risk is for smoking or getting secondhand smoke from e-cigarettes or vaping. E-cigarettes, they produce a high volume of smoke, more than cigarettes, but it's so new that they don't have test studies yet of what will happen to you in the next 10 to 20 years, if you can get cancer, if you can't, if you can get any health problems from smoking or getting secondhand smoke from e-cigarettes. And e-cigarettes are also not on the list of the smoking free. So people can use e-cigarettes and smoke outside of restaurants, stores, and workplaces. Most people smoke inside and outside of workplaces. So this would also be in the policy. It would include e-cigarettes from smoking in bars, clubs, stores, restaurants, and workplaces. There are many pros of banning smoking in bars and clubs and e-cigarettes. It would improve the air quality, and it also improve the health of people who are smoking and who are not. I believe if this policy gets passed, that many people will be less likely to start smoking and more people will stop smoking if this policy is passed. After doing research, the only con that I can really find is that that people who are smoking will be mad and upset from this new policy because they can't go in the bars and clubs anymore and smoke inside. But how many times do you go out and you smell smoke and you get smoke on you, every time you smell smoke, you are at risk of getting secondhand smoke and getting many cancers like I listed before, throat, lung cancer, and all that. So if this policy is passed, you wouldn't, every time you go out, you wouldn't smell like smoke, you wouldn't smell smoke, you wouldn't be at risk of getting secondhand smoke and possibly dying. Now, John Woods, the executive director of TSET, says that nationwide, smoke-free policies prohibit smoking in work sites, restaurant, clubs, and bars, but not in Oklahoma. These places are majority sources of dangerous levels of secondhand smoke exposure to non-smokers. According to the U.S. Surgeon General, eliminating smoking indoors spaces is the only way to fully protect non-smokers from exposure to secondhand smoke. Ventilation systems aren't enough. Moreover, studies have shown that smoking-free laws help improve the health of the workers and the general population. So I think if this policy is passed, many people would benefit from this policy. It would help people from not getting secondhand smoke, so the deaths would decrease in Oklahoma from smoking. And I think more people will quit smoking or will never start smoking if this policy is passed. So this policy is a must pass in the next year or two. Thank you.